Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Today is day 2 of understanding life and immortality. The one we talked about life. What's the meaning of life? Who is life? Today I'm going to be talking about immortality. As Paul said in 2 Timothy 1 from verse 9 to 10. So you can go ahead and read it. I'm not going to read it again just because of time. So, what is immortality? I'll use Merriam-Webster dictionary that define immortality as the quality or state of being immortal. The quality or state of being immortal. Now the question is, what is the state of being immortal? Immortal means an unending existence or a lasting frame. An unending existence or a lasting frame. A lasting frame. An unending existence. I think I like the last one, a lasting frame. And before we go into immortality, I want to deal with the misconception a lot of people have about immortality. One being immortal, an unending existence, or a lasting frame. So one of the misconceptions is that immortality is for the soul. Some say immortality is for the spirit. But I want you to know one thing, that immortality is not for the soul. What happened to the soul, the circumcision that took place in the soul, was the soul receiving eternal life, was the soul having eternal life. So the soul have life, and when the soul have life, the soul takes on the nature of that life. The nature of that life now becomes the nature of the soul. So that's why if a soul is dead, it has the nature of death. When a soul is life, it means it has the nature of life. So immortality is actually for the body, because it's the body that goes through decay, it's the body that goes through corruption. The soul does not die. The soul is like a spirit. Spirits don't die. Either their content is death or they contain life. They don't die. Either they are alive or they are dead. They don't die. So it's the body that goes through decay, the body that goes through corruption, is the body that is lowered into the grave, not the soul or the spirit. When one passes on, the soul moves away to wherever it's supposed to go. The body is just the container, just lying there in the grave, going through decay and corruption. So immortality is for the body, not for the soul or the spirit. So this were things that Jesus was trying to explain, but immortality, the word immortality actually came from Apostle Paul. So it's a concept of Apostle Paul in a way he understood it. But I noticed that Jesus was focused more on the principle that makes one immortal. He talked more of the principle. Like some of those principles you see, eternal life, everlasting life. Some of those principles, I'll read one of the principles in John 11. This was when Lazarus died and Jesus was called. He was sick first, then he now died, so Jesus was called. So Martha was the one talking to Jesus. Let me start from verse 23. Jesus said unto her, Thy brother shall rise again. And Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. In the resurrection at the last day that is coming, I know my brother shall rise again. But Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. So that resurrection you are hoping for, that resurrection you are looking up to, I am right now in the present. This is me. I am the resurrection and the life. Hear this. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. This has dealt with spiritual death. This has dealt with spiritual death. This, if you have eternal life, it has been dealt with. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. So as a dead person, as a soul that is dead, you believe in him, you receive him. He said, you shall live. So spiritually, you are alive. You're no more dead. But does that entail that physically, that you will not die? No. See the one for the physical. 26. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this? Do you believe this? That whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. So who is the one that liveth? Is the one that has received eternal life. Is the one that came alive by believing in him. So you are alive and you keep living. You keep believing. You keep holding on to him. He said that one shall never die. And this solves physical death. While the other one deals with spiritual death, this deals with physical death. So he's showing you how to get to this point. You have to continue in me. You have to keep believing. You are alive now. You have to keep believing. You don't need to pause. You don't need to stop. You just need to keep believing. And as you believe, like Enoch that walked with God, he kept doing it. He kept doing it till he was taken. He was no more. So the atmosphere he was creating by walking with God swallowed him up. He entered into the atmosphere with his physical body. So it's the same thing Jesus is telling us here. The one that believe in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live, is the one that have eternal life. The one that liveth and believeth in me shall never die. That's the one that have everlasting life. So Jesus wasn't mincing word. He was serious about it. He knew what he was saying. But it's man's ability to be able to see what he was saying, understand what he was saying, and start walking in that understanding and knowledge. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in day 3. And this is getting very interesting. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you.